Hello everyone, welcome to 7-Day Creations, where we unleash the magical bond between imagination and creation. In this video, we'll be bringing to life a special creation inspired by The Nightmare Before Christmas. Jack the Skeleton, also known as the Pumpkin King, takes control and transforms Christmas into a spooky wonder. In this video, I'll be using a Similac can to make this creation come to life, similar to the ones here. So buckle up and get your creative hats on, and let's dive into this adventure together. Started in ZBrush, I crafted 3 cool models: the Pumpkin King, Sandy Claus, and a pumpkin / ornament for the top of the can. Next, I sent these models over to my resin printer to bring them to the real world. After 3D printing, I removed the supports and got the models ready for a cool paint job. I smoothed them out with some sanding, filled the support holes with wood filler, and finished with a gray primer. This process was repeated with all 3 models. With all the models prepped and ready, I kicked off the painting process, starting with the Pumpkin King. Following some awesome references, I began with his head, then carefully worked my way around to bring his suit and bat tie to life. With the Pumpkin King complete, I shifted gears to paint Jack as Sandy Claus, using these references as my guide. The process began with a vibrant red suit and hat, followed by a detailed work on his face and beard. Now it's time to work on the Similac can. I created a model of this creation using Fusion 360. This unique creation features dual displays. One side showcases the Pumpkin King, displaying his iconic line, "I, Jack, the Pumpkin King, have grown so tired of the same old thing," alongside ghostly imagery. On the flip side, we have Jack as Sandy Claus, with the memorable line, "What's this? What's this? There's magic in the air," accompanied by snowflakes from the movie. Now, let's transform the Similac can. I began by peeling off the label and carefully cutting the sides to accommodate the 2 displays. I then drilled 4 holes that will be for the wires connected to the LED lights that I will apply later in the video. Once the can was fully prepped, I painted the can with vibrant red, black, and orange colors. After the paint dried, the inner base was securely attached with a touch of super glue. I then measured the inner space of the can and then cut out 2 pieces of foam board. After cutting and gluing 2 foam boards together, I added a black adhesive foam sheet on both sides. This not only separates the space, but also gives a stylish background for both characters. Now the next step I took was positioning the divider between the 4 holes in the can. This will guarantee that the LED light wires can be pulled through the can without a problem. Following that, I printed LED light holders using my 3D printer and positioned them in the corners where the holes were located. This position ensures a secure and snug fit for the LED lights. Once the LED holders were installed, I added red and orange borders to the can, connected the top of the base to the bottom of the can, then made sure that the bottom of the base fit perfectly. Now it's time to wire in the lights. I will be using 4 LED filament lights, 2 red lights, and 2 warm lights. I chose these because of the brightness and flexibility. I soldered both sides of the lights and carefully threaded them to the bottom of the can, making sure that the lights faced outward. Once all the lights were in place, I attached covers to the LED light holders using glue. Following that, I completed the wiring by connecting the switch and the batteries to the light wires and testing it to ensure that everything was working properly. Next, I printed out the iconic lines, painted the words white, and securely glued them to the side displays. Following that, I attached the ghosts and snowflakes with additional glue to complete the visual elements. All the prior steps finished, I placed the 2 displays onto the can using glue. I carefully painted the edge of the displays orange and red, helping the overall visual appeal of the project. I then reapplied the lid, followed by attaching the 3D printed stand for the top display with glue. After that, I painted the lid black to match the top stand. After the top stand was painted, I painted half of the bottom base red. On the Santa Claus side, I created a snowy effect on the base and securely attached the Santa Claus figure. Following that, I positioned 2 gift boxes beside him. On the Pumpkin King side, I added an earthy effect on the base. I then glued Jack in place, then added 2 pumpkins beside him. The last item on this creation that I worked on was painting the pumpkin and ornament figure. Which would crown the top of this creation, I chose a scary pumpkin and an ornament, feeling that they both complemented the overall theme of the project, adding a final touch of eerie charm. Alright, creators, as we wrap up today's journey of creation, I want to send out a huge shout out to each of you for riding this wave with me. If you've enjoyed watching this masterpiece unfold, hit that like button, spread the creativity by sharing, and don't forget to hit subscribe to join us for more adventures. Stick around, because there's always another 7-day creation on the horizon. Until next time, keep creating and stay inspired. Catch you in the next video.